Right, if you saw my last video, you'll know exactly what this is all about. I played with the Alesis HR16 drum machine, and I showed why I wasn't particularly enamored with the drum sounds in it, and you can get EPROMs for it, which I have here, to change the sounds. These are essentially Linndrum samples on these two chips. I also have a new operating system, and I've no idea what it's all going to do, what it's going to sound like, but I thought, you know, make some use of the HR16, give it a little bit more life perhaps. We've got 4 outputs on the back, so 4 outputs, Linndrum sounds. It sounds like a bit of fun and may just extend the life of this HR16. So yeah, I'll just kick off, I suppose, by opening it up and seeing what it all looks like inside. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 screws, that's all. Careful not to lose those. Now let's see what happens when I take the lid off. What have we got inside? What connectors? So there's a few connectors to detach there. Front, to take them off the front or take them off the base. I think I'll take them off the base. Need to know which ones I'm going to be swapping as well, don't I? It's going to be those two, isn't it? And then I've got the operating system, which that says it's Alesis 16B and 16, so that'll be that one. But I'll definitely check out the manual on that. I've checked everywhere I could, and the only thing I've found is this, and they are the sound drums, and that is the operating system. The sound drums are in the blue square, and the operating system is in the red square, just as I suspected. Wonder if I can just pull them out by hand. I'm going to prise them out. Oh, they're quite well stuck in there, so let's take these off. Hopefully remember where each of them goes. And I'll lay this on its side next to it. Okay, so I've got to try and get these out without damaging anything. So I think I'll try and prise them out with a little flat screwdriver. I have no idea if they have to be 15 on, it's got 15 written there, so as I thought in my previous video, these numbers are just identifiers. Gentle, gentle. Don't want to push anything else that I don't have to. Just give it a slight twist. That seems to be popping up. Super careful though. That needs a bit more leverage. Oops. Oh, bent those last two there with that popping out. So just be super careful when you're doing this. Although they're a bit more robust than you think, actually. So we'll put 15 where it says 15 and 16 where it says 16. I think that makes sense. And they were this way around. The easiest task in the world, though. Keep bending in a little bit bent outwards. I imagine there's people that do this all the time, screaming at me here with their tried and trusted ways of doing this. There you go. It's like it's going in, sitting in nicely, just checking that everything's lined up correctly. And then it pops. Do the same with this one. Flatten them down a little bit. Not quite there yet. Bent one in while I'm trying to do that. Oh, it's a little bit fraught doing this, tell you. It's really hard to see exactly where they're going. Again, there's a few sticking out still. Hard to see this one because I can't see what's happening in there. Bent that in again. I've snapped one off. Oh well, it's the end of that little experiment. Well, there you go, broke it. Okay, here we go. To get a closer look then, I've separated the top and the bottom. There's just that multicoloured cable or multicoloured connector that I've popped off, so it was just too hard to see what I was doing with that top on. but I think I might have managed to get that leg connected. The pin's in the socket and I've thrown some soldering, so hopefully there's a connection between the pin and the leg. But I've no idea if it's going to work or not. But there you go. So my top tip would be, don't try and do this on camera. Try and do it and take your time. So that's what you get when you rush. But it looks like it might work, but this one here just might not be connecting to the pin that's in the hole, but there's a bit of solder in there, so we shall see. So much for these are tougher than you think. So there's a bit more paraphernalia on the desk than there was when I left you. I hope I haven't broken it. So, okay. That went in there, like that. And then we'll come round and try and remember where these went. It's all very obvious. So this was in here. Can't really get these wrong. Well, maybe I could the day I'm having. So they're all fixed. Before I screw it together then, let's just see if it actually works. So it's on. We come to the voice. 9,000 kick one. So let's plug it in. It's looking quite hopeful actually. Looks like all got 45, 46, nothing in 47, so I've got 46 different sounds in there. Fingers crossed it's working, because this is very exciting now. I did have to go back in and do a little bit more feckling actually, because it wasn't quite working properly. It was getting the sounds, but there was a bit of scratchiness and the snares weren't playing properly. So I stuck the end of a resistor into the socket, stuck one end in the hole, snapped it off and just soldered this, or the end of it, onto the actual chip itself. And now it's remarkably, it's working. And what we get is 9,000 kick 1, 9,000 kick 2, Linn kick, LM kick 2, Linn snare. I'll move over to the snares then. So it's pretty cool, isn't it? Oops. Let's put yeah, Linn sounds quite cool, this. The original Linns didn't have a ride, not enough memory, except with an upgrade, so we've only got the 9,000 ride in this. But we get, in total, 47 sounds. Back to the kick, so just like, I think it's 49 sounds you get. So yeah, you get 49 sounds in the HR16, so maybe they couldn't squeeze the other two in, maybe there's not enough memory. Pretty cool, aren't they? I'm going to play with this all day.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Let's try detuning some stuff. So do that Prince thing. Change the tone. That's just fun, isn't it? And because we've got the separate outputs, I'm going to work out how you get them out of output 2. Because on the mix, we've got pan. Oh, output 1, there we go. How do we get to output 2? There we go. So this is, snare's now going through output 2. If we pan it all the way to one side, it's now just coming out of output 3. So when I say output 2, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 1, 2, 3. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Although you can't hear anything anyway. Don't know why I'm doing that, but you get the idea. Let's put it back onto output 1, shall we? So it's definitely a bit of fun, but does it sound anything like a real Linndrum? Well, I don't have a real Linndrum to hand, but I have this. It's the EPROM by Ali James Lab, and this is pretty much regarded as a spot-on recreation of the original. You can even drop in your own EPROMs if you've got the right file format. So here's the sounds off that. So it's, you know, it's got a similar feel, but it's not the same. And I think I've chose the right samples again, but the big thing that the EPROM does and that the Linndrum did, one of the big characteristics, the sonic characteristics of it, was as you detuned things, because the really low sample rates initially, if you detune things by an octave, you get all these really crunchy, lovely, nasty digital artifacts. So if we take the rim shot, for example, I can't get the tuning identical on these. The resolution on neither of them is high enough. But we've reduced this down by an octave, so sample rate at the minute is 24, reduce it down to 12, which is what the originals used to go down to, about there. And that's your Prince type sound. And you can hear it's got a bit crunchier. If we do the same with this one, doesn't quite do it. Not bad, there's still that little sort of thing in there, isn't there? That little sort of crunchy. Actually, it's better than I remember. If we go even lower, so I don't think you could go this low on the originals, but let's go. Yeah, I mean, you can't do that on this, it doesn't go low enough. It's really nice that though, isn't it? I love all that sort of sound. So the Ali James one sounds a bit brighter at the lower frequencies. Similar again, but can't quite find what snare they've used. And don't forget, when whoever's sampled the ones that are in this, they'll have used obviously their own Linndrum, and the tuning might not have been spot on. So the 0 on the EPROM will not be 0 on this one, which is why I can't quite find the right sound. If I go through the snare voices, none of them are the same as this, identical at least. I think that's the same one. We'll just start knocking it down. Really nice and crunchy again. The same on this. It's not bad, is it, actually? It's better than I thought it'd be. Not as nice as that, though. Don't sound anything alike, but it doesn't really matter, does it? This is all about fun. £30 for those chips. I did buy them myself. I'm not sponsored by anyone to say this, but £30, price of a pizza, and you get a Linndrum in your HR16. Well, you get a Linndrum-ish type thing. Well, my big take home from today is don't try and do delicate stuff on camera where you're more bothered about getting the shot right than getting the chips out or whatever. Managed to get it to work. It seems to be fine. And I've got myself a Alesis HR16, could we call it maybe? Or is that just far too cheesy? Anyway, it has brought some life into the HR16. I do want to get playing it and have a little bit of fun with it. So I hope that was of some use to somebody somewhere. If it was, please do subscribe, ring the bell, join me over on Patreon. As you know, this channel is supported by my affiliate links, YouTube ads, and my wonderful patrons who, for less than the price of a coffee a month, get access to patches, samples, tutorials, and other little extras and goodies. And also do take a look at my starskycar.com website as well. There's patches to download, there's samples, there's some free stuff, and the stuff you can buy. And as I always say, it'd be great if you could pick up some of even just the really cheap bits, because it really does help to support the channel. And it does show me that people support what I'm doing here. Anyway, thanks very much for staying to the very, very end. I hope this doesn't fall apart once I try and move it. But yeah, it was good fun, that. And I'll see you next time.